Hello, welcome back, and we are going to be reading today another Weird Animals story from our packet. Today's story is going to be Weird Animals, Wood Frogs. This is written by Rachel Graham. If you would like to pause the video and go ahead and find your story so that you can look at the pictures along with me, you can go ahead and do that. This also has the text feature of having a sentence underneath the picture and has a label, so we'll be reading those together for sure. Also, just to point out that this one also has that same text feature like our lungfish story, where it has headings at the top of many of our pages. So be looking for those text features as we read this as well. Remember the last story that we read? We were working on how to figure out unknown words, words that we didn't understand what they meant. Either if they were in sentences, we could look for clues around those words in that sentence. And then also we could look for clues in the pictures that would tell us what those words actually meant. Let's go ahead and think about those things if we encounter any big words that we might not already know or some words that are unfamiliar to us. So let's go ahead and begin with our cover right here. Weird Animals, Wood Frogs by Rachel Graham. Go ahead and turn your page. Can you think of something that gets hard and freezes when it is very cold? Water turns to ice, but did you know that some frogs can freeze too? Wood frogs freeze when it gets cold. Then, when it warms up, they warm up too. Read with me. A wood frog can freeze when it gets cold. Turn your page. Here's our first heading. Finding a safe place. Wood frogs rest when they are frozen. They sleep all winter. A wood frog finds a spot to rest in the fall. This place must be safe. The frog will stay there all winter. Read with me. This frog has found a good place to rest. Next page. Winter in ice. Winter is cold. Lots of things freeze. Ice can go all around a wood frog. It covers its whole body. Much of the water in a wood frog's body turns to ice, but the frog just sleeps. Read with me. Ice can go all around a wood frog. Ooh, that sounds so cold. Turn your page. Frozen frogs. A frozen wood frog feels hard like a rock. Its body stays very still. It does not move. Wood frogs can stay frozen for a very long time. Read with me. This wood frog is frozen. Whew. Next page. Spring warm up. Spring comes. The frozen wood frog warms up. It starts to move again. The frog hops back to the pond where it was born. It returns every spring. It eats, jumps, and swims until the next winter. Then it freezes again. This wood frog is swimming. What did you find interesting in that story? Did you think of why they might have called these stories weird animal stories? I thought this was very interesting to hear about a frog who gets as cold as ice and sleeps all winter. Do you remember the big word we've worked on that means that they sleep all winter and wake up in the spring? Yeah, you're right. It's hibernate. See, that's one of those big words that maybe you didn't know about before, but you could look for clues in your reading or you could look for clues in your pictures in order to understand what it means. Remember, when you find words that you don't know, you can think of those two strategies and hopefully figure them out.